Again, this is a somber time for all of us here at the Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Society. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Conweiser family and to her husband Jeremy, an esteemed member of our family at this time. We would like to say a fund has been set up, the Stacy Conweiser Fund for Tiger Conservation, that has been set up in Stacy's honor. Information is available on our website. A private ceremony has also been set up for Stacy Conweiser, and we ask that you respect her family's wishes for privacy on details about that at this time. Zoo management remains in constant contact with the Conweiser family, and we are all just working together again through this very difficult time. We are cooperating with investigators. We have been cooperating with investigators. We will continue to cooperate with investigators from multiple agencies, including West Palm Beach Police Department, OSHA, Florida Fish and Wildlife, the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, and the USDA. We would also like to take this time to dispel some misinformation that has been presented by the media. There is no truth to the uncertain fate of the tiger involved in this deadly incident. The tiger is healthy. There has never been blame, nor will there ever be blame assigned to the wild Malayan tiger involved in this deadly incident. There has never been any threat to this animal's welfare. In fact, it does not belong to Palm Beach Zoo. As I've stated repeatedly, there are less than 250 Malayan tigers in the wild. 4 of them live here at Palm Beach Zoo. We are a part of an ongoing breeding program through the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, referred to as the SSP, which stands for the Tigers. It stands for the Survival Species Plan. This involves genetic mapping. It is quite scientific in nature. We have esteemed medical personnel here to handle that. And that is where the issue with the tiger stands at this time. So again, the well-being of the tiger never in jeopardy. The tiger has never been blamed. I feel it is necessary to underscore this misinformation that has been reported erroneously by members of the media. At 9 o'clock tomorrow, we are open. Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Society is open at 9 o'clock tomorrow. We feel it is something that Stacy would want in us moving forward together as a family. I would also like to say this is the final of many press conferences that we have had in these few short days. Our focus right now in our time is to mourn together as a family and to push forward with the work that Stacy dedicated her life to. We've been transparent with you. We will continue to be transparent, but this is an ongoing investigation. I cannot present details that I do not know. Once those details become available from investigators, we will discuss and release information as it warrants. Thank you.
Doctor, you mentioned the false report that was first posted to the local news website and then spread to other news websites early on Friday regarding the condition of the tiger. You talked about the condition currently of the tiger. Can you tell us what happens next and who ultimately would make that decision?
I can tell you that it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate that a member of the media decided to capitalize on a moment in which we are in distress as a family and to report information that we would ever do something to put the jeopardy of this tiger and the welfare of this tiger in any type of jeopardy. The tiger was handled, as I discussed on the first day. It was tranquilized following this incident. The tiger has recovered from being tranquilized, remains here at Palm Beach Zoo, has never been blamed. Stacy would not have wanted the tiger blamed. We are a conservation society. We are here to keep an endangered species from becoming extinct. And it just remains unfortunate that a member of the media decided to go forward with this unfounded and untrue report. And as of yet, when I was coming out, I have not seen where they have come forward and apologized, as I would hope that they would, for presenting this misinformation that has caused distress upon distress.
Now, you guys are going to be open back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Are there going to be any changes at the zoo that are going to be made? Are you guys going to allow people to go and see the tigers?
I can tell you that we will be open at 9 o'clock in the morning. As you can see from our website, some of the experiences that we had, we remain under investigation. So will it be business as usual for us? No, it will not. We've lost a member of our family. To say that anything that is of normalcy or as usual right now, that is certainly not the case. But our doors will be open. Our mission, we are here to inspire people to act on behalf of wildlife and the natural world. That is what we will be doing in the honor and the memory of Stacy, to continue going forward with what she dedicated her life to.
And Naki, there's been just a lot of support from the local community as well as across the country. You've seen comments posted to the zoo's Facebook page, just people expressing condolences. I know it's been an extremely difficult time for employees, including yourself. Can you talk just a little bit about how other employees are coping and dealing with this awful tragedy?
I can tell you that for those of us that have lost a family member, that have lost someone close, Stacy was like a sister to many. To Jeremy, who our hearts go out to, he has lost a wife. We have lost a member of our zoo family. I can't explain again how close-knit we are here as a team. This is a group that it works here at Palm Beach Zoo that has dedicated its life to making a difference in the lives of animals and making a difference in the decisions that people make in their own personal lives to affect animals. So to say that we are grieving, to even say that we are mourning, it is difficult to put into words. But I feel that I can speak on behalf of many of the zoo members and say, for those that have come out in a show of support, and for those that are leaving those kind words in this time of grief and mourning for us, people are distraught. And again, I feel I don't have the words to say the level of grief that we are sustaining. I will say that while Stacy is not here, her memory will live on, and while she is gone, she will never be forgotten.
Can we talk about protocol for a moment? The decision was made to tranquilize the tiger. Is that your protocol in an attack? There's controversy about that, whether to kill the tiger or to tranquilize.
I can say that again, we have just passed 25 years of accreditation with the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. There are over 200 zoos, less than around 30, about 10% have this accreditation. We've just passed 25 years. The maneuvers that we took that day with the tiger, and as far as safety and protocol is concerned, there are stringent procedures. We are constantly under scrutiny. We are constantly under audits. We are constantly under safety measures to make sure that protocols and checks and balances are in place. Those safety measures and checks and balances were conducted that day. When this incident occurred, as I stated at the beginning, a code red was issued, and staff and personnel went into lockdown mode and securing that no guest, no visitor, and that no one else was in any danger, which they never were at any time. No animal had ever escaped, and there was never any threat to the safety of this animal. But I can't comment further in detail, as this is an ongoing investigation, and I don't want to do or say anything to put that investigation in jeopardy.
Have there been any communication with the zoo, with Jeremy, since the incident, other than what you talked about as far as him releasing a statement on yesterday? And I'm also aware that there was a GoFundMe page set up by a friend, and I'm trying to get confirmation on if you know if that's a true credible account.
As far as the GoFundMe page, I can't comment on that, as it clearly states on the GoFundMe page it's no affiliation with Palm Beach Zoo. I can comment on the fund that has been set up on Palm Beach Zoo's webpage. That is a conservation society, that is a tiger conservation society in Stacy Conweiser's honor. There remains constant communication between Palm Beach Zoo management members and the Conweiser family.
Can you tell us if Stacy was alone in the enclosure or any other human?
That remains an ongoing investigation. Cannot comment on that.
You mentioned that the zoo is going to reopen tomorrow. Will the tiger exhibit also be open to the public?
The zoo is going to open tomorrow, and that's all that I can comment on at this time. Again, to reference though your question, will it be business as usual? Again, those are to say that anything will be as usual for a very long time to come. The zoo will be open at 9 o'clock a.m. and we're going to move forward as a family as Stacy would want.
And are you doing the investigation? When will it be complete?
The 5 agencies that I listed at the beginning. As far as when it will be complete, we are mourning the loss of a family member here. I can't speak for investigators and their timetable. Again, we're working with those 5 agencies: West Palm Beach Police, with OSHA, with Florida Fish and Wildlife, with USDA, and with the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. So once investigators come to us with where that stands, they are conducting an investigation to make sure that we get the facts and not rumors and not misinformation as to what exactly happened where we have lost a family member.
Are those 5 agencies reviewing videotape? Was there videotape that they could review?
That's a part of the investigation, cannot comment.
Okay, can you tell us if the tiger, how old the tiger was, and if it was a male or female?
Cannot comment on the tiger. I know there have been many requests about the name of the tiger. All I can simply say is we are home to 4 Malayan tigers, 1 female, 3 males. This was one of our male Malayan tigers. At no time do I anticipate releasing the name of the male tiger.
Have there been any changes to the feeding manner?
To the manner, the welfare of the animals has remained the same as Stacy would have wanted and as zoo protocol is. As far as the animal recovered successfully after being tranquilized, after following protocols and procedures, and the very next day we did exactly what Stacy would have wanted. We moved forward with the care of an animal. The care of an animal doesn't change because tragedy has occurred. So feedings that take place in the nurturing and the care and the quality of life has remained the same and will remain the same for all of the animals in the care of Palm Beach Zoo.
You said there's 4 tigers here. Were they brought here or born in captivity here? Can you tell us a little bit more about
I don't really want to go into details, but I can just simply say I wanted to dispel some of the misinformation out there at the hands of media and say that our tigers, it's part of a breeding process. And so the tigers, we do not own those tigers. So for the misinformation that had been out there about the quality of life or that something happened, or for the people speculating that something down the line would happen, we are Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Society. And within the title of our name, it represents what we do. And our mission is to conserve a species that is in danger of becoming extinct. So we do everything that we can to preserve the quality of life for these animals, and we'll continue to do that.
how long have they lived here?
They come at different times, so to comment on that right now as well, I'm not going to do that.
And since the tiger doesn't belong to you, have there been any talks by zoo officials about relocating this tiger because of the incident and the fact that Jeremy does work here?
Right, Jeremy is an employee. As I've said, he's an employee here at Palm Beach Zoo. As far as the future and moving this tiger potentially to another zoo, that is something that I can't comment on at this time. Again, the quality of life and as far as the health and the safety of this tiger, that will never be in question. That tiger will always be well and taken care of and loved.
Does Jeremy work in the same department?
Won't comment on that either. Out of respect for just Jeremy's respect for what he is going through at this time, I'm simply responding to that Jeremy is a keeper here at the zoo. Stacy was a lead keeper. As far as the animals that he oversees, I don't feel that that warrants qualifying that at this time.
Just to be clear, the animal that inflicted the injuries was one of the 4, or you're just saying, are you identifying it as a male or female?
Yes, I have identified. I will not give the name of the tiger involved, but we have 4 Malayan tigers. We have 1 female and 3 males. One of the males was involved in this unfortunate, tragic attack.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Stacy, who she was, and we know her love, what she did, but I read where she was, you all provided a position for her, a new position to keep her here. So we'd like to hear more about Stacy.
Yes, that is something, again, we were very transparent about the fact that Stacy was leaving the zoo for a promotion, which I am sure that any of us can understand a promotion and what comes with that and what comes with more money and what comes with a new position in life. But Palm Beach Zoo, she was a beloved member of our team, and to try and retain her, members of management were working to craft a position for Stacy. And so that's all I'm going to comment on at that time.
Any other zoos that have maybe reached out to you to help at all? Maybe other people who work with tigers to help out with this difficult situation?
Absolutely. As a zoo family, we are families across the board. Especially, we would like to say thank you for the show of support from our AZA members and accredited zoos. They have come forward with love and with care, and have just let it be known in a show of support that if there's anything that we need from them, that they are here for us and here to mourn and grieve and just really understand what we're going through at this difficult time.
How long did she work here?
She had just passed her 3-year anniversary.
If an animal displays any form of aggression towards any staff member, is that documented? And were there any cases of that happening with any of these tigers?
That is part of an ongoing, that's part of an investigation that I can't reveal. But again, as part of a member, as an AZA accredited zoo for 25 years, we are held to stringent guidelines and regulations, and we follow within those. And so the animal care, we have an esteemed curator and medical care team and animal team here that cares for these animals. And so any issues or concerns that arise, even with the quality of care, they handle that on a day-to-day basis, and safety and protocols are followed and will continue to be followed.
Is it documented?
Yes, it is. Everything is documented as part of those regulations under AZA.
What specifically are you talking about in terms of misinformation from the media? What can you say?
I'm not going to give any more validity to the misinformation that was presented. I think we can all kind of glean together the reports that you have seen about the health and the welfare of this animal based on, as a spokesperson for the zoo, what I have presented about the fact that this tiger was never in jeopardy. The future has never remained in any type of limbo. Nothing was ever and will ever happen to this animal to diminish their quality of life, and that goes for any animal in the care of Palm Beach Zoo. So I'm not going to validate that, but just simply say that again and reiterate, it is sad that in the midst of a tragedy that someone or that any media outlet would attempt to capitalize on a situation and add distress to an already stressful situation.
And you mentioned that local news outlet had not issued a correction. Are you calling on them to issue a correction to make that record right?
That was me just making the point that, again, this misinformation presented by a media outlet, as I was walking out here to you at this time, they had not adjusted that or have come forward to apologize or to take any ownership over that at all.
And why not give specifics? I mean, you don't have to call out the news agency, but why not, clarify so that if that news agency doesn't know specifically what you're talking about, they can clarify?
There's no need to qualify that at this time, because at this time that takes focus off what is going on. We are in mourning as a family, and the focus here is the care of our animals, and the focus here is moving together and coming together in respect for the Conweiser family and respect for us as a zoo family. And so if I took the time to dispel, especially in today's culture with social media and just with people looking to sensationalize a tragic situation, if we took time to do that, that would diminish Stacy's honor, and that's not what we're here to do. As a family, we're here to mourn and come together and move forward in her honor.
Did the family say when the funeral arrangements have been made? Or
the family has just asked for privacy. The family, of course, mourning the loss of a loved one. They are in contact, we are in contact with them, they are in contact with us, and they are just asking for privacy as they move forward with the loss of their loved one. If there's anything else, I'm going to wrap it up at about this time. But again, this does represent one of many press conferences that we've had in just many days. This does represent the last press conference that I'm going to hold for this, seeing as this is an ongoing investigation. Once investigators are wrapped up and once they present factual information to me, the transparency that I have given you over the past couple of days, we will continue as Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Society to be transparent with you going forward. Thank you.
What about the feeling of the zoo employees right now? What is the morale of the community?
The morale of zoo employees is that we have lost a family member. And so the morale is to champion behind what Stacy would want. Stacy loved cats. She loved animals, but she loved cats. She loved her pets, and she loved big cats. And so right now, as a close-knit family, we are coming together as a family to be strong as Stacy would want, and to move forward with her life's work, and to move forward with our mission to inspire people to act on behalf of wildlife and the natural world. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Carter.